Hi, I'm here with an amp that I just picked up. It is the Harmony 4080W, and I was somewhere, saw it sitting there, and took, a quick look. I cleaned it up a bit, but I took a quick look at it and decided, it was a pretty old amp. I've never heard of this type of an amp. I've never seen it before, whatever. So, you know, took a look at it and said to myself, looks like a pretty old amp. And the plug is just a two-prong. It looks almost like a lamp cord, from like an old table lamp or something. So it's not, a three-prong, whatever. Figured, must be old. Asked how much it was. They told me, well, I don't know, looking for like $10. So I talked them down a few bucks and picked it up and brought it home, and it seems to be from early 70s, mid 70s-ish, so it's like a 40-year-old amp, and I cleaned it up a bit, and it's in unbelievable shape. A quick look over everything, I'd say it's all original, and, very well cared for. So it's worth, from what I can see online, right now it looks used, obviously, like $130-ish, somewhere around there. So, it was a decent deal. So I was on my way to work when I saw this and stopped and picked it up. So brought it into work, and my son and I, we plugged it in, tried it out, and it sounds okay. It's solid state, it's a little tiny amp, and not very loud or anything, but it's kind of neat, and it has kind of a cool tremolo effect. So just taking a quick, on the back panel, it's just a piece of like press board, kind of covering up the back, and the cord, like I said, like an old lamp cord with the two prongs. So it has, on the front panel, it has two instrument inputs, and from what I can tell trying them out, there's absolutely no difference in either one. They sound exactly identical. Then we have over here volume, tremolo, and tone, which is also the on-off switch. So let's turn it on and see what's up. Okay, so it's on. So the tone, just one click and it's on. Then it's at the bassiest, and as you turn it up, it gets more and more treble. Okay, so that works kind of normal, like you would expect. Tremolo all the way to the left. I believe it's off. I can't really hear it. It's so quiet that it's, I'm sure, off. And as you turn it up, the tremolo gets louder, and the volume is all the way up. To the left is all the way down. Turns up as you go. Okay, so I have here my Epiphone Les Paul, and the pickups in it are fairly high output, so it does distort the amp a little bit. I think it sounds kind of neat, kind of like a lo-fi, raunchy kind of a sound, but it may not be for everyone. But so that's volume all the way up, volume down. There's still some of that distortion. Turn the tone up because it sounds very muffled. Even on, like about 9 o'clock-ish, 9 to 10-ish, it's still pretty, it's quiet, of course, but there's still a little bit of distortion in it, and you're probably hearing the pick, louder than that. Let me see if I can turn it. Yeah, when I first hit it, you hear that like sort of spike, distorted a bit. So anyway, we'll turn it up, and of course I can turn the volume down on my guitar. like a nice cleanish sort of going into breakup as you pick harder. So, you know, lower output pickups, you know, single coils, vintage single coil, stuff like that, would, I'm sure, you know, distort this less. Okay, but the tone all the way up, the volume all the way up is this. You know. Kind of a neat sound. But the real, I guess, appeal of this amp is the tremolo. So. Yeah, I can't hear it at all. A little bit, but it was the G was slightly out of tune, so it was sort of, you know, beating, you know, I think they call it. So anyway, there it is, very slight. 12 o'clock, you start to get it. And I kind of like how when you first hit, you don't really hear it, and then as it fades, the tremolo effect starts to come in. You know, I don't really use tremolo effect on, you know, when I'm playing or anything, so I don't know if that's a normal thing, but it sounds kind of neat. It seems to come in stronger, you know, as it sustains. Okay, so about 1 o'clock. About 3 o'clock. And it's really now starting to kind of chop a bit, you know, but that sounds alright. It might as well just turn it all the way up. As it fades out, the initial tremolo, the sort of main tremolo sound is very steady, but then there seems to be sort of like a secondary tremolo happening. I don't know if it's because, you know, it's an analog circuit and there's some, you know, artifacts or, you know, distorting of the tremolo effect, not distortion like fuzz, but, you know, I think it sounds like it's, you know, going like this, you know, dun, 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 then kind of dun, 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 and it sort of starts to kind of muddle up a little bit. I kind of like it though. You know, it gives it a little more interest in the sustained chord. Kind of neat. I don't know if it's just the guitar being slightly out of tune. I'm sure it is, you know, because they didn't like, you know, strobe tune it and everything. But, you know, maybe that's causing a little bit of a couple of the notes, the frequencies to sort of clash a little bit, causing the guitar to sort of a little bit in sort of in concert with, you know, the tremolo of this. But either way, it sounds pretty cool. So I think it was it's a nice little amp. It's a fun little amp, and you know, definitely worth the few bucks that I paid to pick it up. So, you know, wherever you're going, make sure that you keep your eyes open and keep a few bucks in your pocket. You never know what you'll find. So, hope this helps somebody. Thanks. Bye.